One of the biggest keys to my success as a self-made person is my ability to ignore or flip or bounce or redirect, whatever you want to call them, the negative thoughts that come to my mind all the time. And whether this is an insecurity, a doubt, or a fear, or a worry, even a reaction to a 3D circumstance, I do not allow my negative thoughts to win. I do not allow them to soak into my mind. I do not allow myself to indulge in my negative thoughts. It is a practice that I've learned over time. It is a lifestyle that I live. It is something that I do every day, and it has completely changed my life for the better. So today, I want to talk about the art of overpowering and redirecting your negative thinking in this episode of Your Daily Dose of Rainbow. My name is Rainbow, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about mindset, manifestations, confidence, and self-love. Subscribe, like, and don't forget to share. So I used to be like everybody else. I used to be somebody who listened to my insecurities, who allowed them to play out directly in my life, who imagined scenarios in my mind of ways that things could go wrong, that things could not go great for myself. I used to plan on how not to react to this and that and this thing. Like, what would I do if a person says this? I used to walk around literally wishing a person would. I am not even joking. I used to be sometimes so full of anger and rage that I just wished somebody could piss me off so that I had an excuse to let it all out. I mean, luckily nobody did, but I would have given it to them if I had an opportunity and a reason. Now, recently I have heard a lot of people in the law of attraction mainstream community saying that negative thoughts have less power than positive thoughts. I'm not sure if that's true. Honestly, I'm not gonna say that's a thing though. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that the reason to why good things are not happening in your life, or the reason to why good things are not manifesting in your life is because there was this one negative thought that was more powerful than another. I can't even subscribe to that, because I believe that our thoughts are always creating our reality, regardless of them being positive, regardless of them being negative. So maybe nobody was coming to swing up to me so that I could swing back, but I sure was attracting other things in my life to feel angry and to feel pissed off about. I lived my life like that for a really long time, and it really didn't serve me. And before I figured that out, this whole process and whatnot, I was completely just being me. I was always so unapologetic for who I was. I had no idea of what positive and negative meant for a long time of my life. I had no concept of the fact that if I was indulging in stuff that I didn't like, or allowing myself to be triggered or angry or annoyed or full of rage, rude, snarky, whatever it was that I was allowing myself to do, I never understood that it was gonna create more instances for me to feel that way or feel like that. For me, it was just like, why do people da 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 da, this and that? What is happening to me? Oh, I hate what's happening to me. This and that, because we are always calling it to us, right? We are always reacting, but every time we react, we ask for another circumstance like that to feel that way. Every time we react to it, we are putting another penny in the pony that we're riding. It's like riding a pony that you don't want to ride, but you keep on sticking your pennies in it, and the ride continues regardless. Just like that. And I lived like that for a long time. But even though I lived that way, I didn't not believe in myself, because I was indulging in myself in these behaviors and these thoughts. Yes, I would go down the road of insecurities, fears, doubts, worries, but never did I doubt myself. Okay? I believe that I would achieve everything that I was going after. So even though I had a negative perception of myself for a lot of my life, overall, I also think I'm the bomb. I also thought I was the bomb. I also thought, oh, you know what? I am a really amazing person. I have known, and I've always known I had something to bring to the world. Like who I am, I like who I am, I like what I have to offer. I'm not afraid to share what I have to share, and that's what I'm here to do. So that served me well in the long run. It really did help, because it kept me going. I always knew that I'm going to succeed in whatever I'm doing. So I'm not here to say that if you have negative thoughts, you can't have what you want in your life, you can't manifest what you want in your life. It's like you can feel emotions. I mean, we're all human. You can feel angry, sad, depressed, and I will let you know that you can still get your manifestation of the good things in life. But the journey and how bumpy it is for you to get from the negative mindset and to a positive mindset is really long. So for me, the big things that made me realize or helped me realize that there's only a handful of things I still have to achieve yet, and I know that they are happening. I don't have any doubt, especially now that everything has already worked out for me. Now that everything else is working out, I can do whatever I want. I pick something and I want to do it. I will, and what I want to do will be good. It will be successful. That's the only story I'm going to be having in my mind, because I figured out that the language I use to describe my world, my inner world, whether that's internal or external, is shaping my physical world. So when I realized that all I had to do was to take each thought that kept me thinking negative and shifted it to put me to where I am now, I mean, if that's how the world works, then I could just think of the thoughts that I want. And what do I want for myself? I obviously want good things, okay? So I'm going to think and I'm going to say about what I want to do, what I want to experience, how I want to feel, what I want to think about, what I want to see. I control the information that goes into my mind, and it affects how the world treats me and shows up for me. When you understand that your insecurities, your fears, your doubts, your worries, all that stuff is not actual substance. It's just programming and habitual thinking. It's just the ways that you've been thinking. So those thoughts are the easiest to get to. They are just right there and right there and right there and right there. And they are easy to get to. And we are creatures of habits. So if you put negativity as a habit in your life, it will be easy for you to get those thoughts. Your body, your mind, and your soul, everything, your spirit is going to choose the easiest thought, because the path is the shortest. We always choose that thought or we always choose something that sounds like it's easy to get to, or that sounds like it's near. So if the first thing you think about when you look into the mirror is, I'm so fat, or I'm so ugly, I'm not so good looking, oh, hey, I hate myself, cool. Those thoughts will be the easiest to come running through your mind every time you look at the mirror. So what do I have to do if I'm going to change the way I feel about myself? If I want to look into the mirror and think, oh, you know what, I look pretty good, I look pretty amazing today, I'm going to make myself to think that every time I look into the mirror, not just once, not just twice, every single time, and not just 3 times a day, 4 times a day, what, morning, noon, and night, and then what, you're done? That's not how it works. You think that's enough to outdo the years worth of habitual programming that you've put yourself through? Not at all.